Whew, good morning. It is a busy day and I ended yesterday kind of feeling overwhelmed. So I started today feeling overwhelmed. I made myself a list. I'm gonna take it one thing at a time. First thing on the list, you guys are on the list. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Willow Cove. My name's Cecilia and I homestead in eastern North Carolina with my family. There's chicks next to me. That's the peeping noise. This is my list for today. And there are actually more things to do than that are on this list. So we're gonna start. The first thing on the list I'm not gonna start with. I'm gonna start with something else because it's a little cooler right now. It's gonna be in the 80s today. The kids are getting up and getting breakfast. So first thing that I'm gonna start doing is try and light a few more fires so we can get those out of the way. I think I've got it started, but I know if I walk away right now, it's gonna die. So I have to stand here and babysit a fire. You can see, so this is the corner of the new paddock. We had to have it meet up here because of this pile being in the way. The fence line goes at a weird, so once this pile is gone, we can just bring it from that far T-post down there, straight across, meeting up with this T-post. It'll be a lot more organized. Feel a lot more done. It will be done. We won't have to move these T-posts again. Well, aside from being back-breaking work to undo the puzzle and get it to where it'll all burn in the middle, not bad. So I came out here knowing this is what I was gonna do, knowing that there are brambles here. And did I bring gloves? Absolutely not. Not to mention, I need a lot more hydration and about 3 more cups of coffee this morning. All right, the pile started there, went all the way to that area, and now we're just down to this little one. We gotta head to the barn, number 2 on the list. Get doing maintenance on the goats. Can't talk, too hot. All right, let's go. Good boy. Okay, so as you can see, we are on to goat maintenance. We just got HBR buck done. It's really weird. You hear that goats are herd animals and they need to be with others, and HB is living as a bachelor since we sold our other buck. He's even calmer and like more personable. It's very strange. He's not going to be alone. Is the fence off?
I don't know.
You want to run over and make sure before we zap each other? Anyway. He's not going to live like that forever. We're on a wait list for another buckling. However, we're going to get the ladies treated. Then we are going to get them put in a smaller pen because it is time to move the girls. So for anybody who is new, we do an herbal wormer. I do it 2 to 3 days the first week of the month. We trim feet as needed. I just always check them. We check FOMACHA. And I don't do it every single time, but I do give selenium. They didn't get it the past 2 times, so I'm giving them a little bit of additional selenium. And then we're gonna move the fence to a new spot that they have never been, an area that we're trying to clear and cultivate, so they will love this. All right, so we have Sutton, who absolutely is horrible at taking any kind of thing. Oh, murder by wormer.
Maybe one of those down.
And get your pedicure today. Huh? For anybody unfamiliar for trimming goat's feet, so easy. I hear people on like Facebook, well I see people on Facebook always asking for like farriers to come do their goat's hooves. They're really easy. There's a, okay, she's not the best example, but you'll see the outer right there grows past
the horns,
the sole. If you just go around and snip those, all that excess to where it's flush, and then trim the little heel.
Don't stop it. She's trying to bite into my shirt.
I know.
Junk in
You're
the
good to go. Don't overanalyze it. You can do this yourself. There's plenty of anatomy pictures. You want to look out for little, see like this one, there's a little pocket so she gets some manure stuck up there. So I'll trim that one a little bit more. But other than that, this has worked really well for us. So this perfect little angel here is Houdini's baby, Trixie, and she's like the easiest baby ever, don't you think? You don't like medicine, do you? Okay, everybody's wormed, seleniumed, Pamacha's checked. We are going to reworm everybody. We're going to move them too. But they are in their temporary little area. We closed one 165-foot roll. We're going to remove the two 65-foot rolls. I'm only going to be using the two 65-foot rolls because it's not a huge area. And they will only be staying till tomorrow or possibly Friday. Kind of depends on how things go. But I need to set them up on a larger area after this move. However, this is what's happening today. So Corby's down there getting those out, and I'm gonna work on the yellow fencing and get those out. All right, after many attempts to set up and reset up, we are set up. So the goats have a whole lot to enjoy. Most of it was cleared already. However, we had to cut a path for the fence to fit through. So they have a clearing, goes way down there. So the true test is getting all the goats to come over here at once. Corbin's grabbing Aspen, Dee Dee's gonna grab food, and hopefully they will just follow her like she's the Pied Piper of goats. Here she comes. Lighting fires, they're fertilizing next to us, and here comes Dee with the goats. Bub's got the gate, you go right ahead. You got all of them. Open up, open up, open up. Make it big for Heidi. Shake it so they can hear. Nice, guys. Big girl. It almost seems like there's too much. They just gotta go around and check it out and see what all they can eat. Dee and I are powering through. Corbin went to grab a snack. Dee is cleaning out the kidding stall. I am gonna go start on the tree house because all that old bedding needs pulled out. We need to make a pile. We need to light that pile on fire. I'm not that excited about fire. So that's how much bedding came out of the treehouse and from underneath just on this side. There's actually more on the other side, and there's some more right there.
There was more in the treehouse than the kidding stall.
Yeah, there was more in the treehouse, and they have been in that treehouse. They weren't in there that long.
They weren't.
They were only in there a month or two, but it was during our super wet season, so we kind of had to just keep bedding them to keep up with it. And it's like layers on the ground, and it was in the stall too. Corbin's gonna use the blower in a little bit just to blow all the poopy pellets out. There are worms galore in this. The chickens are gonna be so happy with what's left. But I'm so glad we're able to move them. I feel like cleaning out, leaving it for several months, burning off the waste, letting the carbon go back in the ground. It's better for the area, and it's better for the animals because they're not walking and eating over their feces all the time. So let me explain what we're gonna do next. They're staying for a short period of time, probably 2 to 4 days where they are now. And we just discussed with the neighbor because we have a very interesting property line. That's the neighbor's house. Everything behind the shed is ours, but apparently our property line cuts that way. He has some fruit trees that we're not gonna bother, but Matt wanted to check with him before we did anything. They're is just shrubbery there that the goats can take care of. So he's fine with us. It's on our side, I guess, but we don't want to be intrusive on anybody. So he seemed pretty cool with us running the fence around the shrubs and back into the woods, which is more clearly on our side. I'm standing in the smoke. That's lovely. So we're gonna cut that fencing across, clear out the barn, burn what's in the barn, and that's gonna rest while the goats are there. They will be moving into the woods. I've run into a bit of a snag though, because I plan to put the pigs back there and the goats in the woods way over there. I only have one portable energizer, so I now have to figure out which energizer I want to get. The IntelliShocks are really expensive. I also don't need one as powerful to run the pigs because they'll never be in a huge area. They'll just keep moving more frequently. I'm considering Gallagher because it's less expensive. I know people use them. Has anybody had experience with both the Gallagher and the IntelliShock? Might be interesting to try both, but that's kind of the impasse. I want to start rotating the pigs in the next couple of weeks, and I cannot rotate the goats without having the pigs and the goats right next to each other with one box. So, need to solve that one in the next couple of weeks, but yeah, burn baby burn. All right, all this bedding was in there and you could see the ground's wet. The sun hits this really well for about 5-6 hours, so we're gonna let that sit there and dry. I'll probably come light it on fire tomorrow. Can you go make sure the little torch isn't over there? We're gonna head in. Yeah, the little blue one. Whew, what a day, what a day. List is coming along well. We'll probably finish up the rest tomorrow. I don't know what time it is. A little after 2. We're gonna call it good for the day, good progress. I'm gonna go check my goats, take a shower. It is time to grocery shop. I hate grocery shopping, but Davin has some birthday money, so while we're out, she's gonna run into the art store and grab a few artsy fartsy things. Thank you all for joining us. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. If you didn't enjoy this one, stick around. We do lots of fun stuff. Y'all take care, be safe, bye.